It means you have to learn how to get aroused. You have to maximize mornings because it's a natural erection in the morning. There are many things a therapist will walk through with you. Then your diet, for instance. Once you're eating at a certain age, it can obviously affect your sexuality. Most men don't know that. There are certain things you're eating that just want to knock off your libido. But you just think, oh, I don't like my wife anymore, I need a young girl. No, you don't. You just need to change your diet. You don't need to change your partner, you need to change your diet. So then, again, because as a girl, as a guy, as you get older, when you had high testosterone, what it means is that you can get around people for no reason. But as you get older, you need to build intimacy to now get in the sexual mood. It doesn't just come by itself anymore. So that means there must be fondness and this is a simply both for men. And here is the initial 11 for Paris Saint-Germain. You don't know how to hug, you don't know how to cuddle, you don't know how to kiss, you don't know how to do foreplay. You just want to jump into it the way you used to. So there are so many ways you can spice up your bedroom. Sometimes changing environment, sometimes making sure you are not too tired. One of the things breaking marriages the most that people don't pay attention to is stress. Just good old plain stress and tiredness. You are not a good sleep. A good managing of your time and stress energy. Because that's why people say, oh, nurses have bad marriages. Look, the kind of shift some of these people do. They are too tired to love anybody. Too tired to be nice, too tired to care. So people don't know this is that it's small things, it's just stress. So if you can't manage those things, some women are just running on you. You're waking up 4 a.m., cooking breakfast, cooking lunch, cooking this, dropping kids at school, going for a 12-hour shift, coming back at night, then you want to touch that woman. He's not going to be interested in anything. Same thing with the guy that is that stressed. So sometimes you guys need to manage expectation, manage stress, manage work hours. That is why working on finances is one of the things that my wife are working on a course to develop for people. Working on your financial life has to have an impact on your marriage. We have a book out there titled No Dry Season, talking about finances. It's a couple's devotion. If you don't manage your finances, it's not the lack of money sometimes that breaks the home. It's the hustle. You guys don't want to touch anybody when you get it. When you see your bed, you don't think of sex, you think of sleep. And you are bringing the crumbs home before you spend all your energy at work. You use all your words to play. You are very irritable, you are very, volatile. You're not. So people think, oh, she now has money, that's why she's breaking the marriage. No, she's just too tired to think of any other person that can't do their own thing by themselves. All right, so
no, now. So it's good.
Well, he decided to go for power, but he's got.
Was talking about Pastor Midred was talking about the different dichotomy of the relationship. That when women get aroused, that's not when the men do. So I think Pastor Alice wanted her to talk about it.
I just want to introduce, so we also benefit, as Mildred just brought that on. We did bring along Dr. Ivana, board-certified OBGYN, and sex therapist, Dr. Ivana.
But not so in the end. Good defending. Out of play. And a Spurs throw in.
Sorry, Pascal is leaving a sex therapist, but it's okay. So I was trying to say
on the ball, Richarlison.
That men easily get lost, and women can take 30 to 45 minutes. Now, we talked about several things. We talked about so women go through low estrogen periods, or even when they're breastfeeding or pregnant. So those are seasons that men have to be, more patient with women. Men have to make sure foreplay is a primary concern. And then women that are going through menopause and going through vaginal dryness and low libido can see a doctor for this. Okay, so there's no reason to have dry C-cells. So a lot of people think once they're 50, it's done. But 50 is too young. I tell women 50 is too young to stop having sex. You're literally having your kids out of the house. So this is a time for maximum pleasure and maximum enjoyment. Another issue is the cultural mindset. I think we are raised in a culture that sees sex as a taboo and sees sex as not as important. God has created sex for pleasure. Now, one of the things that destroys marriage is lack of sexual intimacy or intimacy. And physical intimacy is important. Emotional intimacy is important. Women thrive with emotional intimacy. Men thrive with physical intimacy. So we need one another in order. So the men need the physical intimacy. It's very important to men. And as soon as women realize that, make an intentional effort to have sex. Women thrive on emotional intimacy. As soon as men realize that, then they can put forth the effort for emotional intimacy, and we can all help each other. So, essentially, we're 50 and over there are several things. Even before 50, there's medication for low libido. A lot of people don't know that women have medication for low libido.
Come on! Medium one, Paramus. Paramus.
And they remove all the other factors that can cause libido. We've discussed interpersonal stress, stress with communication, everything else. They ruled out any medical problems. They ruled out any structural problems, anything like fibroids, anything at all that can be causing you not to want to have sex, vaginal dryness, menopause. Then there are medications for that. So just realize that there's some level of intentionality that goes into keeping intimacy in a marriage. So it's not up, and that's it.
Can someone get on the end?
They wanted us to hear it. We heard it. Okay, can we take?
Time for cool heads.
Yes, let's take them in pairs. 2 questions. We'll just take them out.
Next question.
Kuma. Medium one, Kababu. Montaro.
The other one is a parenting question. How do I stop my second child, who's a daughter, 10 years old, from fighting her 4-year-old brother? I love them both, but I feel when I do correction, she feels that I'm loving that younger child more than her.
Let me take the first one. We need more context because I feel you saying disrespectful.
So the ball's rolling again. 2-0 the score.
I wonder which one of us hasn't felt we've been disrespected. Welcome to the club. That's no reason for you to leave anywhere. So praise the Lord. We need help. Just get help. We need to know the details. We need to unpack things. I think that they warrant separation. Okay, and you shouldn't be making all these decisions on your own. I don't believe any Christian couple should get a divorce without, the answer. Somebody was really enlightened, who you've exposed everything to, who cares for you. And I understand, some pastors, they need more enlightenment, they may give ungodly counsel. But I don't think it's a decision you need to take.
Just clarify the injury situation. Our man on the side of the
want to leave because of stuff that we all have to go through and grow.
Probably a bit sore.
I think you should get spiritual help and let somebody who's spiritually mature.
What about physical abuse? If the relationship is physically abusive.
Nobody should stay in a physically abusive relationship. But I think that separation is one of the most underutilized. Not necessarily divorce, at least not initially. Separation. Anybody in physical abuse, there has to be separation immediately. That's what I believe. Somebody's clapping for me. Praise the Lord. But then again, you need to be walked through why did it happen, what's the comeback, things of that nature, so that we can get the resolution, because the goal, I believe, should be resolution. The goal should be resolution. I'm going to let Pastor Praise take the key question. Mr. Pintier, before you jump on that, it's called controlled separation. So it's not just you packing your bags and moving. It's about you're working with someone. Both of you are being worked on while you're separated. So it's not just I'm carrying my bag and going. That's irresponsible. It's called controlled separation. So the separation part is for treatment. It's not just for running away. Okay? So, but like you mentioned, if there's physical abuse, your life is in danger, there definitely has to be some separation.
Sibling rivalry is very real. Some of them, if it's not worked on, in my practice, we handle some of them that can handle well, where a sibling kill the other. And so what we tell them is, when we talk about grief and bereavement and those things, we have to look into depth. But we don't consider the grief a child, maybe the first child killed, when another child comes, and then all attention shifts to that child. We don't consider that to be a form of grief, but that's what it is. Now, if that is not well handled, what we usually say is, from the time you get pregnant for the second child, you need to carry that other child, bring it in, right? And as you're raising the other kid, you need to ensure that he or she is part of that, where, he falls in love with his other siblings almost immediately. Now, once that is not done, because you can see that age range, remember when I was talking, I said from age 10 is when a lot of